What up, guys? Midwest Brownway Chronicles, episode 14. This is the movie episode part edition. Whatever, I'll figure out that word. It's a little confusing. It is what it is. I went and saw Americana this week. It's like almost like a Midwest noir. Just a bunch of people figure out a prized possession isn't as cheap as they think it is. They think that something's worth 10,000, 20,000. Yeah, try like 500,000. Could be a million. Okay. Really just a story about a bunch of people living in a Midwest town wanting to find a get rich quick ticket. Just get out of Dodge, find a way to live their lives in a different way, do whatever they can to get to this prized item. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to tell you guys what the item is, because the item is really the biggest ploy of the movie. And it's one of those movies that I feel like it's not going to be in theaters that much longer. It only has 2 showings a day as it stands right now in Wichita. And if in Wichita we're only getting 2 showings, I know that they're not banking on it making a whole lot of money on in theaters. They're banking on it probably making more money on streaming, on one of these platforms that it gets to, Netflix, Amazon, wherever they go. It was still a really cool movie. I'd say expect the unexpected, random death scenes, random heart pulls. You're really laughing at somebody, and in the same moment you're really sad about what just happened because you didn't process it at the same time. Fun movie. Probably Sydney Sweeney's first starring role movie besides the one with Glenn Powell last year and Immaculate. A different role for her. She had a speech impediment the whole movie. It's a little weird to hear at the beginning, but you kind of get over it. Thought she didn't do bad at all. We had a really ragtag cast of people that I've seen on TV shows, that I've seen in some movies, but not important enough to really know their names. But overall, it wasn't a bad movie. It was still a really fun story that kept me engaged the whole time. I was laughing. I was definitely relating to a lot, being a man from the Midwest. Certain things, certain religious kind of feels, certain tropes definitely speak to a concerning amount of people who live in this so-called Bible Belt up and down the Midwest. But it had Halsey in it. It had Eric Dane in it, if you guys know who that is. Played McSteamy in Grey's Anatomy. Actually has ALS now, so he talked about that probably being one of his last roles where he'd be able to be himself and not need support and help from his family and stuff. So his part in the movie was funny. A little kid, I don't know who he is. I've seen him before though, but he's believing that he's a reincarnated war chief in Native American lore. It just had a lot of things going on for it, but it's only an hour and 45 minutes. It was still interesting enough to really watch. It gives me the feeling of one of those movies that gets to TV, FX, or TNT, or they put it on Sci-Fi or something, and it does amazing on TV because people are going to laugh at it and love it and really relate to it. And it really does kind of make you feel like, what would you do if you had an opportunity to change your life overnight? And I think a lot of people, me included, would probably do some of the things that happened in that movie. So, Americana, with Sydney Sweeney, Eric Dane, Halsey, pretty good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I'm not going to tell you guys to go see it in theaters because it's not going to make it to theaters long. It's going to probably be out of theaters in the next week. And they got other movies coming in quick, so they can't really hold on to movies like that when they only got 2 showings going. So, Americana wasn't bad at all. I would definitely tell you guys to watch it when it comes to streaming. Give it a chance. It's a fun story. Just kind of sit with it a little bit. Really listen to the characters and what their individual lives are like, because that kind of makes you really engage with them and feel a little more some type of way, I guess I should say, towards them. And so you really pull for who you like, and you really understand who you want to kind of get their karma. But still a fun movie overall. I still really liked it. The other movie I went and saw was Nobody 2 with Bob Odenkirk. Awesome movie, actioned out. I think Bruce Willis when he was doing Red, the Red franchise, where it's he's just a badass old man, unassuming. He's not gonna wow you with a 6-pack of abs or a chiseled chin or anything. He's just a man who you just don't want to mess with. Don't get on his bad side. He's gonna beat your ass up, and that's really Nobody 2. Me and my best friend, we went and saw the first one during COVID, when it was just those moments of just trying to get outside, try to go and do something besides stay in your house all day. It was one of those, I just looked at him and said, let's give it a chance. I've had AMC Stubs list this whole time through all of that. And yeah, we went and saw the first one, and it really caught us off guard, as fun as it was, as intense as it was. And the second one did a lot of the same. It was very fun. You kind of could tell when the moments were changing into a very aggressive rage quit kind of moment. You try to tell yourself you're going to walk out, and you turn around and say, I forgot something real quick. I'll be right back. And you know good and damn well, he's not going to be right back, because he's about to beat somebody's ass into the ground, okay? Bob Odenkirk does amazing in his role. He's a really badass dad. His wife is badass. His kids are fucking cool. He just inadvertently gets into a lot of stuff he shouldn't be getting into. He constantly finds himself in positions to make things worse, almost escalate an already bad situation. And yet somehow still comes out on top. He just does it. He is definitely a character. It's not for the faint of heart. It's rated R for a reason. There's a lot of gruesome shit you're gonna watch. Guys, don't go and look for like some fight scenes. Like I said, compared to Red. Red was PG-13 though. Nobody 1 and 2 were rated R and rated RR, because there's gonna be a lot of, I would just say, prepare yourself for teeth getting knocked out, people being on the ground, poles to the face, impalements, splitting people down the center. Yeah, a bunch of all that makes Nobody 2 tantalizing for the action part of my soul that knows I just want a little bit of explosion, a little bit of excitement in these kind of movies where they're just straight to the point. I don't need to be anything special. I'm not super augmented. I don't have any special abilities coming out of the woodworks. I don't have a covert ops team behind me. I'm just a man with 2 fists and a pissed off attitude, and I'm about to take you all out. That is exactly what the premise of Nobody 2 is. He is that kind of man. It really does excite me with those kind of movies, where it took place, how they set up the whole like scenery for the movie, the final fight scenes. They did a really good job. It was a very fun movie. I wouldn't say like a family movie, but like if you have a son, or if you have like best friends who are guys, or even if you're a woman and you like intense action with like some bloody stuff in between, like go see it. It'd be a really fun watch. It's going to be in theaters for a few weeks, but again, we're getting into September. They're going to have a lot of movies coming out at the end of August, into September, before football season kicks into full gear. So you're definitely going to need to see it quicker than later. But yeah, Nobody 2 was definitely fun. Americana was definitely interesting. I'm not going to say fun for Americana. I'm going to just say interesting, because it definitely left me with a lot of questions, but I still enjoyed what I watched. So Americana with Sydney Sweeney, Nobody 2 with Bob Odenkirk. Go see them. Well, go see Nobody 2. Wait for Americana to come to streaming and then go watch it. But those are my 2 movies for this week. Next week I'll have some other movies for you guys. Let me know what you guys would like me to do a movie review over too. I mean, I have almost every streaming service there is. So outside of like MGM and Paramount Plus and those like small in between ones, I got HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Apple TV, Peacock. So just let me know what you guys would like me to review. I don't do like hole in the wall movies all the time, but I'm not opposed to having a different kind of movie change my life. If it's a highly rated movie I haven't found or anything, just let me know what you guys think. So this has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I am your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford. You guys have a good week. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.